Still in our course, the Ultimate Power BI course for Healthcare Analytics. In this video, we are going to be talking about how do we navigate the Power BI interface. Now, let's get right into it. So one of the things we want to do is we want to open up Power BI. So you search on your browser, or like you go to your file. Let's just go to something. You come here, we search Power BI and Power BI desktop, and it's opening up right here for me. So I'm just going to bring this right here. So yeah, so you don't need to sign in. And so that's just what you need to know. So you don't need to sign in about that. So we see here we have home, and we do have like open, whatever it is. You could click on anything. So, but let's pay attention to some things that we are seeing. So we are seeing blank reports, one lake catalog, Excel workbook, SQL Server, learn with sample data. You could click on learn with sample data, but don't worry, you don't need to have to click on learn with sample data, because I'm going to provide the data sets for you to learn with. We'll get data from other sources. But for now, we just want to select the interface. We are not loading the data yet, and in the subsequent video, we're going to learn about how to load the data in Power BI. So now we're just going to click on this blank report and see what happens. So when we see, like, we click on this blank report, we're seeing a bunch of things. What does this literally mean? So let me make this a little bit bigger. So you could, so this first of all is showing us we are currently in the report view. So this report view is basically where you would see like a visualization. When we start to, like, create the visualization, you see all of the charts, all of those things that are looking for, and see, you'll see them in the report view. But because we don't have any of that yet, so this is asking us to say, it's like a blank paper or whatever it is. So this is asking us that where do we want to get our data source from. So this is saying, in case your data is from Excel, and remind you, an Excel file is different from a CSV file. Even though you can open a CSV file with an Excel file, with Microsoft Excel, there are two separate files. I'm going to show us that in like a separate video. But so this is saying, in case our data is an Excel file, you just click on Excel. In case you are getting your data from a SQL server, right, you click on SQL server. In case you want to paste your data in a blank table, right, you have your data somewhere else, you just want to paste it in a table in Microsoft Power BI, we could do that. In case you want to use sample data, that's the one from Power BI, you could do that. Let's assume your options are not here. Most of the times, the options will be here, but if you're using the CSV file, you probably just going to click get it out from another source. When you click on get it out from another source, we have like a bunch of sources. So this is in case you can say, okay, this is a text or CSV file, and we try to connect. We are not doing that today. But one of the things we want to say is, so this is a table view. The table view is the view we would have when we load in our tables. Tables are basically your rows and column data. When you have your data, so whatever you have, so you're going to see the table here. So if you have multiple tables, like, or you have multiple data, so you have to ensure you come and change the data here. And when we have, like, multiple tables that will be loaded, because you're going to load in multiple data in the project we're going to be working on, we would see that how that if you want to view different table, you can always come and view it. So it's just, instead of you going to Excel to view your table, you can view your table also in Power BI. This is the model view. The model view basically talks about, like, you have relationships within your table, and I'm going to be talking about like the various like schemas for your data, right? You have like relationships, and this is also like in case you want to like write a DAX measure, and this is in case you want to write CMDL like model or whatever it is. But we're not going to be doing most of these complicated things. One of the things you also need to know is that this is like a visualization pane. This is like, okay, you want to do like a bar chart or a pie chart. You choose stack chart, bar chart, or whatever it is. So whatever visualization you're going to be using, and we're going to be using a bunch of these ones, but there are a few ones that are quite popular. The ones that are popular is stable, matrix. We have the card. We also have like all of the stack charts and whatever it is, the filter. There's also like the another filter pane. If you click on this, we are going to be talking about like how do we filter on all page, how do we filter on a specific page. And in case you have your data, you could always expand it to say your data is going to be right here. Other things also is you could create like multiple pages for your for whatever you're doing. That's your table view, right? You have the dashboard that has like multiple pages. They could also have like, look at what it will look like your result when you make your visualization in a mobile format or a desktop format. You could also do some like additional formatting like cleaning to make things fancy. But if you click on file, it is more like save and all that. You have home. This is where you have majority of your things, insert, modeling. So when we work on this project, we're going to have like a better understanding of how all of this work. But it's just very important that you know like the right language. And in case you over around this, in case you forget, so it's already right written there: report view, table view, and model view. So that is that about that. So let's move to like in the next video we're going to be like talking about like the closing module for module one. See you in the next video. Ciao.